What up, everyone? I'm Rich Mays Lopez.
And I'm Brendan Dunn, news editor, Soul Collector.
I'm Matt Welty, editor of Complex Sneakers.
And this is Full Size Run Show, your weekly dose of everything sneaker culture, sneaker business, sneaker related, and some sports today.
Yeah.
Got some sports. I see you rocking the home team patch today.
That's the squad, right, Welty?
That is the squad. Unfortunately, last night was not a
It wasn't a good night.
a good night.
Yo, speaking of get well soon, Gordon Hayward, that was atrocious.
Yeah, bad. I don't want to see that on social media either.
I don't see that ever
Please
again.
don't post that photo. Somebody on Instagram posted
A lot
it.
of the sites were like not posting that.
Yeah.
Like,
Which I
here's something
appreciate.
else to look at.
Don't do that. Don't do that. We're off that. Welty, talk to me.
So the first thing that we all saw this week, I think it was last week, this week, was Kendrick Lamar got his first official Nike sneaker.
It leaked. Nike hasn't officially announced anything.
Even though
yet,
it is
but-
an official Nike image,
Right.
sort of.
Yeah.
As people know, Kendrick Lamar previously had a deal with Reebok.
Yes.
He had the classic leather that he wore with his Girbaud jeans.
As the story goes.
As the story goes, yeah.
Did you at any point during that collaborative collection, believe that story?
Well,
That he was rocking Reeboks.
I met Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, okay.
Okay, not to whatever, but
No, but you did.
I did meet. I got a chance to interview Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
I was outside. We were leaving the event, and there was a bunch of black vans out front.
Okay.
Right. They were taking us back to the hotel after we had all had like
You
a
and
little.
Kendrick?
Yeah, me and Kendrick.
We need Funkmaster Fleck bombs for
right.
this one. Every time
All
he
right.
drops something, he's like,
All right, so we're waiting to go back after we had our group interviews or whatever with Kendrick. We're waiting to go back to the hotel,
Yeah.
and I just jump in the black van thinking, hey, they're gonna, because they had like 10 of them ready to take all the press.
so you piled up in the black van with
I went into the black van, but I didn't realize I accidentally walked into Kendrick Lamar's personal van, which I was quickly told like, hey, you gotta like get out of here.
Yeah.
As I looked to the ground,
Yes.
there was an empty Reebok box and a pair of already tied high fashion sneakers on the floor that he had been previously wearing before the event.
So you tell me that he changed right up quick out of his Reeboks.
Yeah.
Okay.
One asterisk on this is that a Nike spokesperson did reach out to us after the photos leaked to tell us that the pair pictured is an early sample version and does not match the final retail version. Basically, this is designed after the album Damn. It says that on the tongues. It has TDE logos on the Dubré.
A couple weeks ago, I came onto the show and said, if you're doing an all red sneaker, to scrap it. These aren't all red.
You're not offended by this?
No, this is fire.
Okay.
This is absolute fire. And plus, I think that this is more organic to Kendrick's story
this
than
just
any of the
makes
Reeboks.
so much sense for Kendrick. Rich, tell me what
Yes.
Supreme is up to.
Supreme is dropping a huge pack with Nike, which includes gear, track pants, hats, and 4 pairs of Nike Air Humara. We have a pink jump off, a blue, a black, and a green. This is absolute fire to me.
Yeah.
Fire.
It's funny because remember when we first saw it,
See, this is the thing. I'm glad you brought that up, right? I am no longer ever falling for the Supreme or leaked image jig ever again. I'm only going on Nike official images because the Supreme images for the Air Force 2 were ass, and the leaked
This is
images were
the
ass.
excuse he gave us before. But
But
so
it's
this
true,
is why.
though.
So this
No.
is why you copped the shoe.
Wait.
This is why you.
but
This
I
is
think
why
that
you.
the Nike
No,
images
I
make them
cop-
look too good.
No, but the Nike images to me are closer to reality because
They're
the Air Force
closer, but
2s are
they're
dope.
better than reality. But I'm not disagreeing with you. I am in on this one.
Either way, I'm not falling
these
for
are
the
dope.
jig.
I
These
told
are
you
dope.
I aspire to have us all one day on this set rocking head to toe,
That I
the
can't do.
shoes, the track pants. Welty and I'll do it.
Which color out of the one do you think is the best?
I'm between the pink and the blue or green. The black
But it's
is
not
last
the
for
it's
me.
not the black. The black just doesn't make sense for this whole ACG
But the
hot color
black
thing.
tracksuit is fire with the 3M Supreme hit.
Yeah.
That's just fire too.
Don't you guys think it's funny though when you take a shoe like the Humara, right?
Yes.
And it's like you have to put the Supreme logo on it to make it.
Why is that funny?
No, it's not funny, but it's like
You said it was funny.
no, but it's funny how kids will
You're
like.
saying it's funny again. Is it funny or is it not funny?
I'm laughing.
It's funny in like a fucking kind of
amused.
ironic sort of
Oh,
way.
okay,
That's
okay.
what I mean.
It's like
It's-
rain on your wedding day.
Yeah, it's funny how you'd have to, even though the Humara is like a classic shoe, but
It
you'd
is.
have to put Supreme's logo on it.
Yes.
To get these kids to like want to like punch each other in the face.
Do you
over
want
the
a pair,
shoes.
Welty?
Yes.
Do you own a pair already?
I had never. No, but
You just
I
proved your own
fuck with the
point.
Humara. I have other ACG shoes.
Okay,
though.
but you just proved your own point.
No, it's not that,
Yeah.
bro. I would
Yeah.
fuck with it.
I'm just gonna sit over here and sip my tea.
Anyway, this is fire. So we've seen 3 pairs, or is it 2 pairs? Two
Two
colorways
pairs,
of 1
yeah.
pair? Anyway, 2 new, different Yeezy silhouettes. This was unveiled a while ago. We also saw it again this week. Kim Kardashian was rocking it on foot.
Right.
And then we saw a higher top version kind of this sneaker. in
Maybe
the
a
same
basketball
vein.
sneaker. We've heard Yeezy basketball
Maybe a
sneakers
basketball
are coming, and he
sneaker.
was playing basketball in them, so there's some.
Maybe it's like a high fashion hybrid.
We can't show you the shoe because we will get sued by the
Yeah.
paparazzi person
Or even Kanye.
who took the photo. So go to soulcollector.com and you'll see it there.
That's
These
what I wanna say
are
about that.
these are really fucking good.
These are good.
I like those.
These are good.
These are
Just
good.
like
I
any,
like these quite a
But
bit.
any shoe you put this color combination on,
White gum.
off-white suede,
Sure.
gum sole. It's,
Banger?
Yeah, it's banger pretty
Yeah.
much.
You think they're dope. You
I'm more into the low one just because.
The basketball one's a bit too much.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think I could pull that off, but I'm really into this. I think this is, quite a bit like the 700 Wave Runner, which I am also big on.
Fire.
A lot of complaints when the 350 first release was that it was kind of Roshi derivative, which is,
Sure.
I see that, and I think this does more to differentiate itself from previous stuff, although you can kind of lump it in with the current dad shoe wave.
Yeah, this also looks very raffish to me.
But
Yeah.
Kanye's also like the most dad he's been in his whole career.
Kanye's a certified dad.
By the way, I wore a hat today. I feel like I can't wear a hat because these guys wear hats
That's part
every
of- that's
single
part of my
week. I
brand.
shouldn't wear a hat, right? Because
Part
we
of my
can't
brand.
all wear hats.
We can all wear all our hats.
You think so?
We can all wear a lot of hats.
All right, enough
Well,
talking.
I do want to say one thing before we go.
Go ahead.
You mentioned the 350 V2. We've mentioned the 350 V2 a lot of times on this show. You specifically because you hate the sock shit. So my thing is, at least we're getting out of
No,
that
for
space
sure.
and into this space.
Last night was the opening night of the 2017-2018 NBA season. As per usual, plenty of exciting footwear options. Kyrie Irving had this interesting hybrid thing that was like a mixture of the Kyrie 1, 2, and 3 kind of. Are we interested in this?
No.
No? This doesn't do anything for you?
The
Welty?
problem is with it that like with the white on the toe and the black lacing, the way it comes, it almost kind of looks like an ankle brace.
I don't know what it looks like, but it looks like trash to me. I don't know what this is, and I don't think they need to do this.
Can we-
Kyrie deserves better than this.
Speaking of hot trash, can we say how awful that Celtics Kyrie was that he wore?
Oh, with the
The
clovers
shamrocks
on it?
Yeah.
on the toe, you weren't into that? LeBron James had a really nice pair and a quality Nike
Beautiful.
LeBron 15 PE.
Beautiful.
We're kind of warming up to the LeBron 15, right? I think we were a little harsh on it early on. I like the look of the shoe.
I think I hate, again, I fell for the leaked image jig and
Okay.
I thought it was whack.
Okay.
But then the next week when we came on after seeing the official images, I think it's a good sneaker, especially for on-court. This to me is beautiful, not only because of the message, but like you said, white and gum. Me, black and gold.
Yeah,
Black
easy,
and
easy
gold.
win. And like you said, the message thing, the timing of it,
Beautiful.
the quality on the back that
Great
ties to
sneaker.
Nike's Equality campaign from earlier this year.
And it also shows what you can do with this sneaker, texturally and with the fly or the battle knit in the right way. Because I'm still harsh on those Fugazi Gucci looking things, but this is dope.
I think this is my favorite pair that I saw from last night. This
Yeah,
LeBron 15.
This is fire, man.
What else did we see?
I really hope these drop. Like
I
for
think
Game
I
Jam
think
or
I was on the
something.
fence about that because I get the message is gonna be like the most, the biggest part of it, but also Draymond wearing the off-white.
Oh
hyper
yeah,
that was
show,
dope, too.
show us Draymond in the off-white hyperdunk.
Dope.
That's just a cool one because it's not a shoe that you expect to see.
I
on
think we're
court.
gonna see a lot of this season though.
In
You
terms
mean
of-
this shoe?
This
or
shoe, I think we're
Okay.
gonna see a lot of this shoe on
the off-white hyperdunk specifically.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
To me, this is a sleeper of that pack too. This is a good sneaker.
I was going back and forth on it. On
a good
paper,
sneaker.
it sounds awful, right? You put a sock dart strap on a 2017 Nike basketball
But
shoe, but
execution's
it
dope.
manages to look
But
good.
now it all kind of clicked in my head where I thought Nike was just going through the gamut of like all the different ranges to do the off-white collection with.
Yeah. Mhm.
But then when I finally saw someone on the court wearing the off-white,
You hit
like,
the Weebay.
it makes sense.
It hit in my head where I'm like, of course they want to make an off-white shoe that someone is going to wear on the basketball court. This being their like most current basketball
Yes.
shoe.
Yeah, Nike
Yeah.
was very generous when they dropped a press release around the collection, and they called them 10 icons. I don't think we can call the Hyperdunk.
The Hyperdunk's an icon.
The Hyperdunk 2017, though, no.
No, the Hyperdunk as a line.
Or the Zoom Fly is not an icon.
Which
can
LeBron
be. It
LeBron
can.
It
was
could be.
also
The Vapor
wearing
Max is not an icon.
LeBron
No?
was wearing those shoes
Not
last.
yet.
But
I don't
it
wanna
can be, though.
Eventually.
Okay. In 20 years, in full-size run, fucking 37.
Season
20, which I
We
will
hope you'll
not
tune
be on.
in.
I promise. I will not be on
You
that.
might be.
No, I will not be on that show. I promise.
I'll be here. See, Steph Curry, of course, brought out the Under Armour Curry 4, which I think we all agree is his best. Can we just call it his best sneaker yet?
That's an easy call.
Yeah?
Easy call. Still feels a little lackluster compared to the other stuff, though.
Yeah, a little late
What
again.
stuff?
The previous shoes we were just talking about.
Oh, not his other stuff.
No. I
This
mean,
blows
like,
all his other stuff out the window.
no, it does.
Yes.
But I mean, when you still compare it to what the other guys were doing last night,
Oh, yeah,
I
sure.
think it still feels a little bit behind.
This is a huge step forward, though. for Under
No. I
Armour.
agree with that. I'm just
Yeah.
saying they're still not there yet.
No.
And they've got a nice buzz around them from these first couple colorways doing the limited thing. The China
More
colorway
rings.
is flipping. The championship pack one is going for like $1,200 on eBay. I don't know how many people are spending
Don't you guys
that money,
think it's
but-
an issue though at some point where it's like the reason why this shoe is good, as we're saying, is because they're hiding the Under Armour logo on it, you know?
We said that on the show before. I
mean,
don't know if you were here for that one.
I don't
you were
think
here for
I
that
don't
one.
think that's an issue. Like, look, I mean, when they designed the logo, it was an apparel company. It's not an apparel company
I
exclusively
get
anymore,
that,
so-
But to a certain extent, Nike's doing the same thing with the 15. There's no
yeah, I
swoosh
mean,
on it.
it's just a
until-
bad time
until the-
for logos right now,
until
right?
the rear, until the heel.
I think Nike would have been happy the NBA is back, but it off to a little bit of a rocky start for them. We saw LeBron James's jersey rip last night. This was just not a great look. I mean, obviously we have a small sample size. We don't know yet, you know.
Wait, is there a jersey rip count though? Because it's got to be like.
You also
4
had
or
Tyler
5.
Enos.
Okay, so Nike in the press release for this jersey called it the lightest jersey ever. So you have
Maybe
to.
it's too light?
Yeah, you have to wonder if something was sacrificed there. I don't know. I mean,
It is hella light.
this shouldn't be happening though, especially like for it to happen on LeBron James of all people, right?
Terrible look. Terrible look. That's obviously the best player in the game, or 1-1A, depending on who you argue with.
Welty, do you actually have a jersey on
might,
you
I
today,
might.
right?
Do
I
you?
think we're gonna try this out a little bit. Please
do
show us.
a little strip tease for you.
I don't know
Don't
if
do that.
we need
Don't
that,
do that,
but
yeah.
Welty did come decked today in the LeBron James. This is the authentic jersey.
Are you showing your true self? Because you're taking off the Celtics jersey to unveil.
No,
okay.
it actually hurt me a
You're
little
not a
bit.
Cleveland
He's
fan.
not a Cavs fan.
It
but
hurt
he
me
is
a little
wearing
bit that
Cavs
you
jersey.
guys made me wear this.
You guys, I had nothing to do with this.
I set it up.
that I had no say in this. But we
Show
had
us
to,
the jersey. Show us the jersey.
we had to-
Matt Welty is wearing that's a
Oh,
medium.
bruh.
This is Matt Welty's bare arms on the show today. Something you may not have been expecting, but here they are.
Do a hip hop squat in it though, so I can get your whole.
Oh, I think we even have a basketball if you want to do some basketball moves to try and.
I should probably not do that. Post up.
Yeah, let me see. Okay, Welty, can you pull at it in the front a little bit to see if it'll rip?
I mean, should I hold close?
Try right around the numbers. Don't pull too hard.
Is it-
I
is it
mean,
ripping?
Like what would happen in a basketball game? Let me see if. Turn around on the back too, because I want to see. Here.
Okay.
It's.
I think we're proving one thing.
It's
that
pretty hard to rip.
No
I mean-
one here is as strong as a fucking NBA player. I think we got that. Let me see.
I mean, I
I
think.
haven't seen these yet.
Show this camera.
I can't. I don't want to.
So we're convinced, at least for Matt Welty's uses, that this jersey is suitable.
Or for our uses, your mic just fell out. You're showing,
His
your
mic
is-
fell
your mic is
out,
showing.
so we
You're doing a
are
lot for the
falling
culture
off
right
the
now.
rails here, but
Yeah.
it's all for the sake of content.
Can you sit down and just wear that for the rest of the show, though? Come on, please.
I gotta put the shirt.
a good look for you.
I gotta put the jacket on, bro.
No, I think
I will say this: this jersey is a lot lighter than the Adidas jerseys that they dropped at any time.
okay.
Super lightweight, super thin. That's the sales angle. So I mean,
Yeah.
at least they nailed it with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether or not it
I mean,
rips.
this is not the sales angle right here for sure.
Well, let's move on to the best and worst. That was easily one of the worst things I saw this week. But
Welty's arms or the
the whole situation was pretty bad.
I want to talk first about the best thing I saw this week, and this was Rick Pitino trying to get some Yeezys from his Adidas plug. I've been following this scandal since it broke, and it's been a source of nonstop entertainment. Basically, this is Rick Pitino, the former Louisville coach who was just fired this week for his alleged involvement in scandal or corruption. He's texting Jim Gatto, an Adidas exec who was placed on administrative leave after he was arrested by the FBI for his alleged involvement in the scandal, asking him to get him a pair of Yeezys. This is like the type of
No, he
text that,
didn't.
like,
He didn't ask for Yeezys.
oh, sorry, he asked for Yeezys? He couldn't even spell Yeezys right.
Yeezys.
He
Yeah.
spelled it Yeesys. Anyways, getting back to the text message, Jim Gatto could not get him the Zebra Yeezy boost, which just goes to show that
But he also supposedly pocketed, what, 98% of the Adidas deal?
Yeah,
That's
the
not
Louisville
news,
Courier Journal.
But I'm saying, why would he even need to...
Right, just go out and buy them if you're
Yeah, he has 98% of like a $1 million deal.
I've got this exact text from my nephew.
Imagine Rick Pitino camping outside of Oneness for some fucking.
Dude, I'm saying if you have that much money to blow on the resale value, would be nothing to Rick Pitino.
Also, the Jim Gatto tries to placate him with the cream pair, and he says no, it has black stripes across. Like, Rick Pitino is not getting fooled. He wants the zebra Yeezys, and he wants no other Yeezys.
He wants to wear with his white suit.
I mean, we've seen Rick Pitino wear Yeezys before.
Hit up my man Joe at Oneness, Rick Pitino. Next time,
he has all
Joe.
the Yeezys.
He got the Yeezys for you. You shouldn't have played yourself like this. I could have done this for you. We could have made this happen.
All right, Rich, tell us about the worst thing you saw.
The worst thing I saw, I believe this is actually last week, but the worst thing I've seen in a while is these piss poor Nike Air Max hybrids. I really don't understand why in 2017 we're still forcing this hybrid shit down our throats. It's fucking terrible. It's terrible when they did the Air Force.
So there's two of them. There's two of them, right?
The Air Max 97 with its own bubble is good on its own. Why are we giving it another fucking bubble? I don't understand that. And
but
let me finish. And then we're switching this shit and putting the TN on top of the 97 sole. And I just don't understand it. Why are we doing this, Nike?
True or false?
Why?
True or false? Earlier on today,
yes,
you were hyped.
Yes.
On the Sean Witherspoon Air Max collaboration.
Yes, I was.
Which is an Air Max 97
it's a good sneaker.
On top of an Air Max 1.
At the same.
Explain to me.
I will explain to you. That was part of his
Vote forward.
And that's cool for him. That was his vision. I get it. But Nike doing this is unnecessary.
Well,
you have bangers. Why are we doing this?
Let's be real.
Although I like that shoe as well. I'm not gonna.
Let's be real though. You're dead ass wrong on this shit.
Am I dead ass?
You're dead ass wrong on this.
Don't ever say dead ass again in your life. But go ahead. Go ahead.
You are. You
like this shoe, Welty?
I think it's cool because we had this conversation before. Number one, this isn't the first fucking time they've done this.
No, that's what he's saying.
No, but I mean, like, they've done the fucking, the tuned with the 97 before.
Okay.
That shoe has been released. And I owned a pair back in 08. I went out.
I'm still trying to get to the point where I'm dead ass wrong.
Okay, the reason that I
Plus
thought...
you use dead ass so completely wrong. Don't ever do that.
And I wasn't trying to use it in a New York way, bro. That's why I got the Celtic shit on. I was actually using it.
Did you ever use dead ass?
You had to clap when you said it, too?
Yeah, I had to say it because you're using dead ass wrong.
The thing about it I thought was dope, too, is that when you...
You thought it was dope?
When you look back, go fuck yourself. When you look back at a lot of early Nike samples, you look at a lot of the old grade school shoes, and the shoes came with the mixed matched air units on them because they hadn't developed the right air technology for the shoe. That's why I think this fucking looks cool.
That's a cool story, but that's not the story behind this.
It looks fucking dope.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
I'm not as offended by you are, but
this shit's trash.
I wouldn't wear it, and I think the other one's a lot worse. The TN upper with the 97 bottom. But Welty, you can have all those.
Yeah, I got you.
Tell us about the worst thing you saw in sneakers this week.
The worst thing that I saw in sneakers this week, and have been seeing for a while. Sometime for a while. So basically, you fuck.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Jake Wolf at GQ used to write it for 4 Pins. Used to be a coworker of mine. We
Friends?
I don't have any ill
will toward him.
Ill will towards
him. Would you
him.
pop open a cold one with him?
I think I have.
Oh, okay.
But we got into a little Twitter.
Oh, did you? I didn't even see this. I didn't see this.
We got into a little Twitter spat.
Okay.
Because
it's not a beef.
What's beef?
It's just a spat.
Basically, they had published an article kind of coinciding with StockX getting into the streetwear world as well.
Yeah.
But trying to make sense if purchases, sneakers or streetwear purchases were good investments. Whether it's actual good fiscal investment to buy this shoe based off of what the perceived resale value or devaluation is going to be of the shoe.
So irrespective of it looking good on you, it was just solely based on it being like a commodity.
It was taking just treating them like commodities.
Okay.
I think we all know stuff resells, it doesn't resell, how much it's going to resell for. If you're a reseller, I think you're into that game. You can go on a StockX, you can figure it out.
Actually, we have a game for that now that you mention it. It's called Price the Hype.
It's called Price the Hype.
You can go check it right now at
should.
facebook.com, Price the Hype.
You really should. But we should mention that game kind of lampoons that whole idea.
Sure,
right?
I'm gonna have to look up lampoons in the definition, but you're definitely right.
But I think the idea of making decisions.
So, but what's your beef with it?
What's beef?
What's beef?
Yeah.
Is that publications telling you should or shouldn't purchase something this weekend just based off of how much it's going to resell
So
for?
is the beef that you have with publications telling you something, or is the beef that we as sneakerheads or whatever shouldn't be looking at the products that way? That is what I want to get to know.
I think it's both. I think,
both,
I think it's
right?
both. I think
Okay.
where it's we all know what the hype shoes are, et cetera.
Sure.
That's why we're writing about them. I don't think that we should say that this sneaker is going to be a better sneaker this weekend because this shoe is going to be worth $50 more than the next one.
Okay.
I think you should make up your own decision on like whether you want to buy a shoe or not. You know.
See, my biggest beef with this is the whole mindset.
Wait, it's
of,
your beef is with Welty's beef, or your beef is with
my
the
beef
original
is my
thing?
beef. I do my beefs with myself. my beef with it is copying something solely based on if it's going to flip or not. I couldn't care what Jake Wolf told me to buy or not buy, but if I want something and it's hot, I'm copying it. I don't give a shit what it's going to resell.
And even
for.
if
That's
it's
my
not
beef with
hot,
it.
sometimes you'll cop it, like the Supreme Air Force 2.
Nope, those were actually really hot.
I don't think I've ever written a piece being like, yo, you should buy these weekend because
You can flip them.
You can flip them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, as Complex, we've done pieces on resellers and
Yeah,
resale
he kind
culture.
of got you. He kind of got you with that one. I saw.
I mean, not to be fair, that has nothing I have anything to do with. You know what I mean?
Right.
Either way.
He brought up the Supreme documentaries.
But also, I mean, it's whatever. I think coming from where we come from the culture, and we're documenting the culture. Whereas, like, you look to GQ, it's you're like figuring out how to dress.
Sure.
And if you're figuring out how to dress,
Something you're still
resale
working on.
Yeah.
This is a good point. This is a good
Yourself
point.
included. But if you're trying to.
I'm gonna stay out of this one. I know I look good.
Yourself included.
You can't just take the joke and point it right back at me, man. Anyways,
Go ahead,
go ahead.
No, sorry.
I'm with you on that.
No, but
I'm
if it's
looking
like
at GQ like, yo, how can I get fly?
Yeah,
Now, how can I flip kicks?
it's like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna see fucking banker bros lined up outside of Kith right now? I
All
mean,
right.
it might happen.
All right, I agree with you. I agree with you.
We've gone as a culture from ridiculing resellers for fucking up the game to now like lauding this practice. Like, we're gonna write articles about this and we're gonna teach you how to get into the flip game. What the fuck? When did that shit happen? Like, that's not part of the game and that's fucking up the game and you're helping fuck up the game. That's it. That's all I have to say about that. Stop fucking up the game.
All right, let's talk about the sneakers releasing this week and that we
I
like
will
or do not
purchase.
that we like or do not like because we actually like them, not because
Not
of the
solely based
perceived
on resale value.
Rich, you're
Yes.
first up. Your cop this
My
week.
cop this week would have been the CEO Air Jordan 16s, which are dropping this Friday.
Nice looking shoe.
Fortunately, my man 50 grand little bro at Jordan was kind enough to bless me with these. Shout out to Marco. And they're extremely limited, which means they're going to be able to, you're going to be able to flip them.
So
if you're
you
on,
know.
Yeah, so if you're on that Jake Wolf shit, you can cop these and flip them.
If these weren't as limited, would you still have the same fanfare towards them?
I don't give a shit about limited sneakers, though. This shit is fire. It has nothing
No,
to do
that's
with how
how
limited it is.
I was just asking.
Yeah,
man.
I don't give a shit about that. If it's a fire sneaker is a fire sneaker, it doesn't matter how limited it is. This is a fire sneaker. Is this not a fire sneaker to you?
I mean, I like the Air Jordan 16. Yeah, I do.
Can we roll that tape back? You
won't-
like an
I-
Air
Welty said he
Jordan?
likes-
I mean, I like the Air Jordan 16. I like the Air Jordan 16.
I like the Air Jordan 16, yes.
I personally wouldn't wear them, but I like
You
the Air,
like an Air Jordan?
I like the Air Jordan 16.
Wow,
from
I
a
did
design
it.
aesthetic.
I did it. I made
Wow,
Matt Welty admit
dedicated
that he
Air
liked an
Jordan
Air
detractor.
Jordan.
These are
Well,
better
okay.
than blue suede 5s.
That's
I'll
true.
tell you that much.
That's that much we can all agree on. My cop this week is a sneaker I will absolutely have no chance of getting, but I still appreciate it and have done so for a while. That's the A Cold Wall X Nike Air Force One High. The shoe first surfaced back in January. Nike News announced this week that they are going to release in London only. We've seen a lot of people rework the Air Force One in the past year or so, and I think this is one of the smarter, approaches to it.
These came like, it's like the weird half of the story is that these came out around the same time as the whole like V-Loan Bari
Right.
stuff that, stuff we don't want to get into. But
Right.
this was kind of like, I feel like this is kind of an extension of Nike doing that approach.
I think Rich is texting the plug right now and asking him,
I'm
tell him size 10 and a half for
I'm
Brendan.
100% texting Marco right now to tell him that I got you to admit to liking an Air Jordan on camera.
We know Marco's watching because he seems to spend every Wednesday afternoon watching our show, which is something we can get behind. We hope all our viewers do just that.
my cop this week is a sneaker that kind of came out of nowhere, but really fucking dope. The Cristiano Ronaldo Air Max 97s. Kind of based off the fact that when he was a kid, he had like 2 pairs of shoes. He had a
Or
pair.
only.
No. But what they're getting at is he had like 1 pair of sneakers and like 1 pair of like soccer boots, not 2 pairs of sneakers. So like he had to sometimes wear like the sneakers or the soccer boots like in public. And they got really fucked up, and that's why it's all stitched up. But
the story is that his mother stitched the sneakers.
Yeah,
Right,
That's
she
why
would
I
patch
stitched them.
patch them up when he would fuck them up.
You have the green on it. Ronaldo, when he was coming up and we grew up in Portugal, he played at Sporting. The thing that I like about it is that with Ronaldo, it feels like he's the #1 highest paid athlete in the world, and it feels like Nike doesn't.
But you're on your way, I feel like.
Yeah, I might be. Well, I'll still beat you on 1-on-1.
We will definitely say that. We will 100%.
Whoa.
If there's anybody in this world if there's anyone in this world
We're
that's
gonna-
worse at
we're
playing
gonna make-
basketball than
we're
I am,
definitely gonna
it's
make
Brendan
that
Dunn.
happen.
Really?
Yeah.
And-
Okay. This. You actually, you know what? I
And
think
we're
the
gonna-
people want to see this.
I've seen it IRL.
No, but I think the
you
people want to see
haven't.
this.
No, you haven't.
People want to see this.
Back to this is like I just think that Ronaldo being the highest paid athlete in the world and being a Nike guy, I feel like they don't use him enough in lifestyle.
100% agree.
They had a Air Force One for him earlier this year that was
Oh, it was like an Ultra Force.
It's like, how do you not, if you have the most popular athlete in the world and you're like not making footwear for him, it's like, what
are you
the
doing?
fuck? What are you doing?
What do you think the problem is there? Because you're a football fan. What's the problem?
Well, I think the issue is that a lot of people have like talked about this, is that like, football.
Soccer for you Americans.
Yeah, footballers are like, they are rich and famous and everything, but they're all like notoriously like really bad dressers, where it's all like.
Is
I
that
don't know
kind of
about
where this
that.
whole thing comes from?
I don't know about
Ronaldo dresses like shit, bro. But we've also seen it too with Ronaldo. He's debuted a bunch of sneakers.
Yeah.
Yeah. The hyper
That's a smart enough
Hyper
move.
Adapt.
Yeah.
I think he had like Flyknit Air Force Ones.
Supreme of Tempos was Neymar,
Neymar,
right?
yeah.
I don't know. All the same to me.
Either way.
Let's talk about our drops this week, which sneakers we are passing on. Rich, I think you and I agree this
Take it.
week. This
Yep.
this Adidas
got it.
NMD CS2 is pretty boring, right? Is it bad? This is one of those shoes where it's just like, why do we need this?
This is also the fake Stone Island.
Oh yeah,
collab.
do remember that some sneaker websites believe this was a Stone Island collab
of the
because
X,
there's
right?
something on there that kind of vaguely maybe resemble the Stone Island logo if you were drunk, but in reality does not at all. But this is not a Stone Island collab, nor is it a good sneaker.
Period. I'm good with that.
Sucks.
Welty, tell us about your drop this week.
My drop of the week is also from Adidas.
Wow.
Surprisingly enough.
Well, a bold move.
Wait, so hold up.
This is a big move. A couple watershed moments.
Hold up.
I think I've dropped
Hold up.
Adidas sneakers before.
One second. This is a monumental moment for us, okay? First of all,
this is a turning point
in our history.
in full size run.
What is this?
You admitted
What is
to
this, a
like
fucking intervention right now?
you need our help.
That's coming.
You
That's
admitted
definitely
to liking a pair of Air Jordan sneakers,
I like the Air Jordan 16, yeah.
and you are dropping an Adidas sneaker this week.
I still have fucking New Balance shoes on my feet.
That's
man.
irrelevant. It's a big moment for us.
Welty, tell us about your drop.
Man.
Congratulations, Welty.
My drop of the week is for several reasons. Maybe it's me more nitpicking or whatever, but it's the Casina X Adidas Super Boost. On first examination, doesn't look that bad.
No, it does.
Hold on, Gumsole, okay, whatever. Whatever. It's not the worst thing ever, but the thing is I think the Superstar Boost is like one of the fucking worst sneakers.
Oh, this is
Really?
one of the Boost ones?
It's one of the Boost
okay.
ones that like they have like the big Boost chunk on the insole,
on the
and
medial.
it looks disgusting. Would you rock these?
Fuck no. Why do you always ask me if I'm gonna rock this wax shit when you know
I
that I'm
don't
not
know.
gonna rock this shit?
I see you in some.
What do you see me in?
Some questionable sneakers?
Some questionable,
Never.
some questionable
Such as?
superstars.
Absolutely.
Such as?
Tell him.
I don't know. I personally think that those Bape superstars suck.
You are fucking wilding. Are you serious?
I think they suck.
Get out of here, Welty.
No, those suck.
You're crazy, man. You're crazy.
All right.
Get him out of here.
All right, before we take off for the day, we do want to dip into our mailbag, take some questions from the adoring fans out there. That being said, we have frequent viewer Visions of Pharaoh asking,
Shout out.
you guys have to get fresh with only $100. What sneakers are you buying, gentlemen?
I guess my question is, and I posed this question before, is it $100 for the full fit or $100 for the sneaker? What do you think?
I think it's for the sneakers. This isn't one of those like.
But
Walmart.
$100 is a lot of money for a pair of sneakers, though. Like you could get a lot of things for $100 that are fly. So that's why it doesn't make
Such
sense
as?
to me. Air Force One,
That's
Dunk,
your-
a
that's your
Superstar, a
answer?
Stan Smith,
What's
a
the
old
answer?
school.
Look on your face.
What are you getting fresh
With
with?
under $100?
Which mom and pop spot in Queens are you hitting up with that $100?
I'm getting an Air Force One. Period. But that's why this
Welty?
makes it. But what I'm trying to say is, if you had $100 for the entire fit, which means that
Were
your
you doing the
budget
math,
for sneakers,
Beautiful Mind style? You
yeah,
had the,
which means that your budget for sneakers is probably like 40.
What can you get for 40?
Probably like some fucking Stan Smiths on sale or some shit. Like
You
that.
could you could go to the Nike outlet and hit up the hash wall and come out.
That's
with
what
something.
I'm doing with the $100. I'm going to the Nike wall and hitting the Nike outlet and hitting the hash wall.
So you get the sneakers, and then you go to the 99-cent store and you cop yourself a pack of $6.99 irregular Hanes tees, right? And you're halfway there,
We can get Maze's guide to being fresh.
bruh.
Coming soon.
This coming from the man
here
who
we
is
go, here we go.
rocking
Go
a
ahead.
fucking Celtics.
We
hoodie,
made him wear that. To be
bare
fair.
arms.
We made him
It's
wear
probably
that.
an upgrade from what he was rocking though.
Got that Stone Island hat on though.
Okay, Nopez15 on Twitter says, for the rest of your life, you could only wear 3 sneakers. What are they?
Silhouettes or sneakers? We gotta be more descriptive
Silhouettes.
on these questions. Okay.
Silhouettes.
Go ahead, Welty. 3 silhouettes.
3 silhouettes, probably like an Adidas Gazelle, maybe an Air Max 1, and like a New Balance 900 series shoe. That's
Okay. Rich,
good on that.
You got it?
I'm gonna go Air Jordan 3, Air Force 1, Ultra Boost.
Okay, I'm gonna say Ultra Boost for sure, just based on comfort. I'm gonna say Nike Zoom Fly just because I want to have something to run in, and then I'm gonna
This
say,
guy does run the streets.
yeah, and various other surfaces, and I'm gonna go Reebok Workout because while I have weaned myself off that shoe a little bit, it still is a favorite, and I basically think I will be wearing that
Have
one
you ever actually
dirty
worked
ass
out in a pair of workouts?
for the rest of my life. No, but I'm happy to do that on camera as well. We have someone on the YouTube asking on the YouTube, yeah, I said that, which athlete from any sport that doesn't already have one deserves a signature performance or lifestyle shoe? And a shout out from New Zealand, he says. Thank you to all our viewers in New Zealand.
I was gonna say maybe Neymar deserves like a.
That's a good one.
I know he got those Air Jordans, but
That's a
I
good
think Neymar is at the level of getting a signature like the Nike Neymar.
So let's say this. That's a Nike joint,
yeah.
right? Give me an Adidas player or an Adidas athlete that doesn't have a signature sneaker that, and don't bet stupid.
Maybe Pogba.
Okay, that's a good one.
I think Pogba could sell it. I think maybe at some point you may see a Porzingis shoe.
That'd be dope.
I think the problem is when you say who doesn't have one, and it's like you look at basketball and you're like everyone who
Basketball to me is
it's
it's like
basketball-
everyone
enough of
has
those.
one who like, and then what others-
Anyone in the NFL?
that doesn't matter.
I'm surprised that like I know he's done like a little bit, but I'm surprised that like Tom Brady doesn't have a signature shoe. I'm not saying that I'm not a Patriots
Something
fan,
from
man.
UGG?
I'm a New York Giants fan. I'll keep it fucking real about that, and I'm not saying that
We
because of that.
appreciate that.
I would like a lot less Tom Brady talk on this show.
All right. Last question
Fuck
before
outta
we
here,
get out of
man.
here. Garrett Hatcher on YouTube asks, when will the caterpillar on Brendan's lip metamorphosize into a butterfly and flap away? The mustache is staying in the near future.
Wait.
There are no.
Sorry, I didn't read that last question before we went on air, and
Somebody
that
asked
was
that.
like the fucking funniest thing I've heard in a long time.
No plans in the near future to get rid of the mustache again, as long as the women
I
in
think
my
the
life.
people want it gone though. This is
I
like
mean,
the
it's
third
all-
show in a row though, bro, that we're
It's-
talking about this
It's
mustache.
been all
Can
men.
we get like a?
I mean, respectfully, I'm mostly taking into
So you're
consideration
telling me that
the
you're-
opinions of women in my
So
life.
you're
here.
telling me that you're pulling chicks with this thing on your face?
I'm Brendan Dunn, news editor at Soul Collector.
I'm speechless.
That's Rich
Speechless.
Lopez.
Matt Welty, editor of Complex Sneakers.
We'll see you next time, folks.
Listen, this is important. I need you to subscribe. They're going to make me keep wearing these fake Skechers Yeezys until we hit 50,000 subscribers. So please subscribe to Soul Collector on YouTube. Now.